It was a great weekend of football all round. Was really great. We also exciting football.
Mm-hmm.
Even the games with very
Please talk from your own
low
platform,
score
not
line.
my own.
Even games with very low score line, had entertaining football. And I thought this weekend was going to be drab, because a
Yeah.
lot of players went on international break. Some guys are fatigued, jet lagged, but it didn't dampen the atmosphere and then the quality of football. So it was great. It was a great weekend of football.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And Mr. Johnny Boy, how are you feeling today? You know, I've seen.
I can't say for the other side of Manchester, but for the team wearing red, Arsenal, we are so happy. And we collected our 3 points.
Yeah.
Our striker scored. Some people's striker he hasn't hit by yet. I don't know what's happening, so
Mm.
we don't know. But my own striker has scored, so I'm happy.
Yeah, we'll talk about that striker very, very soon. Very, very soon we'll talk about that striker. Okay. And Mr. Jude repping Man United without repping Man United
No
today.
jersey today. What happened? No jersey today.
We just addressed that. No Jesse.
It caught fire. It caught fire. So we are dealing with it.
Right, Jude, let's start United because it's Super Sunday, it's Super Sunday. Like, first of all, give us the reaction to the game before we start bantering you. I want it honest. Remember, this is always a safe space for you to, share your thoughts, your feelings. We are here to support you. So, yeah, how do you feel today?
I don't need support anymore.
Please.
I'm good.
No, we love you. We love you, Jude. We love you.
I think I just think I don't know what's involved in the coach's head, but I'm grateful that Ineos is there so that he will rather see the savings he's trying to save, seeing that he's turning to losses in the meantime on the field. Because I really am just surprised to see. Okay, you bought a keeper. First, it was Arsenal. They bought striker, you bought striker. You benched your own striker. Arsenal played their own striker.
Benjamin Tesco.
Now
I heard
you
they're
bought
calling
Benjamin
him now.
Tesco.
you bought
It's
keeper.
Benjamin. That's what I heard. Oh.
Benjamin.
I don't understand. Like, I don't see any. For me, I just feel like Amorim just wants to probably leave at this point because it just doesn't make sense. You keep trying what is not working and keep doing it and keep doing it. I don't know if it's Odumeje that will do the miracle or if it's, if it's Jeremiah that will help him sell sand or I don't know for them to start working because I expected something a different entire lineup or formation today, but it didn't just make sense. Like the players were obviously, I don't know if they had an instruction of what to do. They were just passing the ball around, but no direct impact. The only person that had clear chances to make an impact was more of Dogu, but that one, ball sense is far from me. He just
Wow.
has space.
Those are your players.
But wait, sorry to cut you, Jude. I don't think I had a problem with your lineup though. I don't think I have a problem.
I
Your
think
lineup to me was okay.
I would have moved Bruno up to 10. I don't see any point Bruno being that deep.
So who would you
I
have
don't have
dropped
any-
for Bruno? Who would you have
Who?
dropped then? Somebody
I
would have
wouldn't
had to
drop
come out.
anybody. Nakuya was dropped already. Kuya is already
No,
dropped.
but
Just
no,
move
no.
the same lineup. Just
But Sesko came in now. That's what I'm saying. So are you telling
the
me
person that came in
Sesko was the
was
person that replaced
Mazraoui.
Kuya?
Mazraoui came in, and also this guy came in. Odogu came in. Mazraoui and Dogu. From the last game that we played, Mazraoui and Dogu were the two people that came in.
Yeah, but Sesko this time your last game now.
Sesko came
You were
in
saying-
and he played Ahmad as well in the 10, according to your manager in the
Yeah.
pre-match
Sesko
conference.
was for Mount now. Sesko was for Mount. Sesko starts from Mount is no longer. I think Mount is benched or injured. So Sesko was in for Mount. So for me, Sesko is okay. It's just that there's no feeder, and because you don't have any feeder, he's just going to look like another Hojland who has started scoring in Napoli.
He has 2 goals already ahead. Can you imagine?
We seem to know where the problem is coming from. So for me, it's just like I said, if we don't score, we will not have problem defending because the confidence in our defense was just too shaky. Like there was more opportunities for us to take on Man City, and these guys were playing like we were the one having the 3-0. I don't know if they understood, if they were reading the same scoreline that I was reading. At some point, they were just passing around the midfield, turning and doing skill that doesn't even matter to anything. All Man City was just waiting for is that error, that pass to your defense line, and then we choke the midfield so you don't have any connection, and then Maguire or Euro will do the error and we'll collect the ball. Because I don't see any point why you keep, like, I felt like we could have gotten better. You can play Casemiro and Ugarte. We'll manage. We'll know that it's just pace that is killing.
But he played the match ended with Casemiro and Ugarte now, so.
But they never scored again after he came in. Like, why is it not obvious to the coach? Next match now he will go and bench somebody entirely different and force Bruno to play that 4 for us. We don't have any creativity up front. No creativity, no shot on target. Nobody to take that shot for us to even, for Sesko to even do the bound. Nothing. Like, those are playing this. I'm not going to blame the players because I feel like he's playing a formation that doesn't suit the players. And he's just being stubborn in it.
The manager.
So I think your coach probably sees Bruno like a Pello. You know, remember Pello was like a.
Bruno is not a Pello.
I know, but maybe that's what he's season.
Pello always had two people. Pello in his old age, when he started distributing, had Makiso and Pogba to do the work in that midfield for him. All he needed to do was just pass around. If you want to put Bruno and pass around, then you have to tweak your formation and everybody will get in. Dogu does not have final ball sense, almost like that.
Yeah, Dogu
just run and forget themselves.
He had some chances today and messed up. You're right.
With our two defenders, when they come forward, they can't do anything forward. They're either going to slow the ball down and turn around or just balloon the ball. So what's that the essence of them playing out from the back, setting the keeper up so many times? Like, it makes no sense.
Why did your coach sub Lenny Euro? I think, unless I'm wrong, I thought Euro started and then at some point Maguire finished the game.
Did you watch the game?
Euro was playing nonsense now. Did you watch the game?
No, I'm just asking.
Dogu.
That was a bait. The reason why I asked that as a bait, really, it's a bait question. Because for me,
he's a good defender.
When Lenny Euro was playing, My United defense was sitting deep. When they now brought Maguire, they're now playing high line. That is one thing I don't understand. Because if you look at Haaland's second goal, look at where Maguire was. I'm like, in the first half, the defensive line was not in that particular place. So as
no, but Euro was still there now for the second goal. He was still there.
Yeah, but it was Maguire that was left with him now. How you leave Maguire with Haaland for Haaland's second goal? Like, it doesn't make any sense. As Sheon said once upon a time that Amorim is doing for that mass. He's doing too many calculus that we don't even understand where the solution is going to be.
I've said it. I think, in my personal opinion, Baba wants to leave Man United. He got the job. He got the job, and he didn't expect it to be this difficult. So, but he doesn't want to sack himself, probably because he's going to lose money. So he wants United to sack him.
But my own concern is that you said in the last game against Aston Villa, the glory days are coming. When is that glory days?
It's coming. It's coming.
So glory days is just pre-season for us. After pre-season, we are back to doom days. Is that what he's trying to do? Yeah, you had how many? You went to transfer window. I don't know if he has a say in the transfer, but it seems like he accepted everything. Why would you be accepting players that you don't know how to use? Like, it literally makes no sense to me. You could have if we had gotten that midfield right and solved that midfield, we were almost okay. Bruno could be playing our 10, Ahmad could be playing our 10, and we could be managing. We'll even be better than where we are now. So what I feel for him is change the formation. Stop playing this thing. Let's just.
You are wasting your time. You know, these coaches are stubborn. Forget it.
Let's try.
They are married to their system. Yeah, it's very hard for them. They are married to their system.
That at some point, Man U needed that Maguire's presence there, that confidence, that clearance, that body, that everything. Euro was just like shaky throughout today. See the goal, see the assist, the second goal. Like, he was on the other side. Doku even took time and was delaying. I was telling my friend, why can't you just slide and clear the ball or obstruct the ball?
No ball cells. For me, I think that the system, I think that the setup was not bad. Because looking at them like defensively, the way they set up defensively and offensively, if in possession they had like 4 players, 4 attackers, but they just didn't have ball sense. I think they need to go and learn shooting, go and start doing shooting practice because Buemo skied the ball many times, Dogu many times, even Sesko as well. Yeah, was just skying the ball. I just think they need to understand themselves better. For me, banter aside, banter aside, watching United, there are signs. It's just going to take time.
Yes, there are
signs.
You are correct.
It's just going to take time.
Yes.
It will need time to like replace all of the players. Remember when you guys were saying this about Mikel Arteta some years ago, people were saying like
I thought I was thinking you joy. At least you win something. There's no joy in this. There are no signs.
No,
I said that wasn't giving us joy, yo.
There is.
Remember when we were losing to Burnley at home?
You know,
this was
some very rubbish teams at home.
You know, joy comes in the morning. You have to, you have to have some patience.
Endure.
You would have to systematically replace the players. You have to systematically change the players. Like the time he has had his own front line now. He needs to have his own midfield that is not Ugarte and them people. He has to have his own back line as well.
Casemiro is going to leave this season.
Exactly. So with time, maybe things will change. That's what I'm thinking. So don't sack him yet. Trust the process. Give him time to bring his own players, and I'm sure the system is going to bank.
Something for us to trust the process. It's not more possession that we will chop.
How long is his contract? Is it 3 years or 2 years?
At this point, I don't care. They should just terminate this month.
Because I think it's 2.5 years, if I'm not wrong. Because remember last year started from November, so that counts as like half.
He's very, very stubborn. He needs to just.
Bro, these coaches are like that. They are married to their system. Like it's very hard. That's why it's very hard for them to make changes.
God.
They are so married to their system.
See the lineup he brought in. It was much different, and the game.
For me, it's just mad because before the game, he was saying he brought in Ahmad as the inside 10, left 10 or right 10, so that there's going to be space in behind Manchester City, which there was space, right? However, for me, it was Man City playing the tactics that he wanted to play against them on you guys, because Dogu was taking that pocket that Ahmad was supposed to be taking, like the pocket that Ahmad was supposed to be occupying. Doku was occupying that particular pocket, basically showing Ahmad, this is what you're supposed to be doing. This is how you're supposed to be bringing in your strikers and things like that, And Bernardo Silva, let's even clap for Bernardo Silva, man. That guy is almost 60 years. I don't know if I'm joking. It's an old man, but his ball intelligence is just too crazy, People's new signing are banging, but United, I don't know what happened to Mbuemo. I'm sure Brentford will be like, thank God we sold him for like 80 or 90 million. However you guys bought him.
They probably needed
him. Thought he's playing Burnley.
They needed him yesterday. He's Chelsea's his regular customer. They needed him yesterday.
But yeah, so honestly, we know Jude, they're not going to sack your manager because
they shouldn't sack him.
Yeah.
He should
so how long do you give him? Do you give him for the rest of the season, or you give him until like December to find his feet?
At this point, he's on his own, so he should just be good. I think
David, he said Christmas, so we can hear you now. So maybe you can tell us your analysis.
He should stay to the end of the season because there's no point. If they sack him now, who are they going to bring? They're going to go for.
There's McKenna, there's Southgate.
Southgate, their first choice.
But I'm just going to wait. If it's not because of this game, I'm going to wait for the next guy.
Mourinho is still available.
It's Chelsea.
That Lemens that they went to buy. Let me see what he's going to do because it's not the solution. Like, see how this guy, how Man City went and bought this guy. We could have bought him, and he was blocking all the balls and doing
exactly. That's a coach that has something on his head. Two people went for goalkeeper last day of the transfer window. One is playing their goalkeeper, the other one is benching the other one, benching his own goalkeeper. Like
same thing he did in striker.
He has to learn.
But the coach already said it that Lemons is someone for the future that.
I don't understand. Donnarumma can be someone for the future. Goalkeepers last longer now.
No, I'm talking about your goalkeeper and Donnarumma.
Onana was not for the future. They're
on the same level now.
Onana was for the future now.
It's unknown. He's going to come back.
Yeah, he has changed goalkeeper.
Jokes aside, you guys had a good game to me.
He's going to come back.
You guys had a good game. Like, jokes aside. Especially, remember that second half, the first 15 minutes of the second half, United was pressing. There was a time City couldn't come out of their own half. Yeah. That's first.
When did Haaland score the goal?
Like 53rd minute, no?
Forget about it.
Yeah,
forget that goal. Forget that goal. I'm talking about like before the goal. Like you guys
forget performance. That's what I'm telling you. It's the goal that matters. It's not the performance.
You guys were performance.
No, you guys finished 15th. You guys finished 15th. right? At this point in time, it's performance. You need to see pattern of play.
This is 12. This is we had 12.
Man City score. There's something like scoring against run of play. That's what Man City did.
Exactly.
If you are judging by run of
That's
play at
what
that
we
point.
normally do.
Yeah,
That's what we
that first
normally
goal in
do.
second was against Ronald.
Man
That's what we
U was.
normally
I'm
do to
telling you,
them. That's what we did to
that's
them
why
the
I
last
agree with
time.
you that Dogu doesn't have his ball sense is very zero
It's
because he
on
had
Man
chances
U,
to make
and
some
it
crosses
became
and he was
it
crossing
became
nonsense.
It became Messi.
So I don't get it. Even Ahmad made some errors too. I don't know. Bemo was feeling so heavy today. He couldn't run.
I don't use that word. He was not heavy. He was not feeling heavy, please. He wasn't feeling heavy. He just couldn't finish. I think he was overthinking it and was stressed because when they're passing to him, the ball was either overhit or underpassed.
Yeah.
At some point, you're just going to be tired, But yeah, and it's running up and down as well, covering the right back, and that was not even doing anything at all. But yeah, David, please give us your neutral take before we leave this United people alone.
So I think that game was in phases.
Yeah.
The first 15 minutes of the game, I was convinced, I had made that prediction before the game. I was convinced that, this thing is going to be spot on and they are really taking advantage. City wasn't clinical with their passes. You could see the idea, but execution of their passes were not going according to plan. So in my head, I wasn't too okay with the personnel that Amorim chose, but I trusted the system that was going to get the job done against City. But as the game wore on, City started to grow into confidence, especially from the 14th minute. Between that 14th minute and when that first goal came in, it was like all City. Yeah, and kudos has to be given to Doku today.
Yeah, big one.
Offensively and defensively, he helped O'Reilly a lot. He helped O'Reilly a lot tracking back, and then he was also good in front. I heard that you're giving kudos to Bernardo Silva. It was honestly my own scapegoat for the day. The reason why Dogu got so much space was because Bernardo Silva exposed Kusanov a lot.
It's an old man,
So, but in terms,
fair
so
enough.
in terms of phases, the first third of the first half belonged to United. That middle of the first half, from the 14th from the 14th to the 30th minute, belonged to City, and then it was like 50-50 before halftime. United getting a lot of set pieces and corners and all that. And then when they came in the second half, it felt like they were going to exploit Bernardo Silva's wing.
Yes, exactly.
In fact, they lined up for the pass, I saw about 3 United players, line up on that other side of the field where Bernardo Silva was. And it felt like they wanted to take advantage of that. But for whatever reason, O'Reilly pulled that magic pass. And what's his name? Guardiola was able to find Doku, who, for whatever reason, who was marking him? Was it Euro?
Euro.
Didn't clear the ball. And then he was able to find Haaland. United is lucky this game ended 3.
Yeah, scored us like 5.
Yeah, Foden. Sorry, I mean, it could have been a disaster. It could have been worse than this. And then I saw Pep go to a 5-4-1 at a point in the game, despite leading 3-0. I think the guy is now valuing clean sheets. Because
the defense is not good.
That was also the same. Yeah, that was also the same period. That was also the same period that United pushed Bruno forward. Yeah, so he then went to 5-4-1. I'm like, wow, you have learned. They've taught you.
Yeah, it's not silly, no.
Because I think
he knows that the Premier League is going to be tight. Everyone has upgraded, so it's not just going to be about goals. It's about also keeping clean sheet.
The other thing also is about,
and I think he knew.
Players.
I think
players will also wear out. The defense wears out like around 60-70 minutes. Like if you want to take on City, they have that lapses within that period. So
happened against Brighton too.
Because we had chances. We had chances to still never.
That's what I'm saying. You had chances.
We were just I don't know what those guys were thinking.
No Sabi.
I think Pep also believes that system and personnel for the last 12 minutes was United's strongest, in quotes and unquotes. When Bruno moved forward, and then it was a mixture of I think Maino and Casemiro. So he just locked it up. And for me, it was down to
and
phases,
tactics
really.
and different
the game
tactics.
was entirely down to
the bottom line. The bottom line is Okay, finish and I'll say the bottom line here.
So and then some players who were willing to give everything and put everything on the line more than others. I could see Doku got tired in the 60th minute. He wasn't able to track back as much as possible, and then it looked like Foden then stepped in for him, to make sure they close that Ahmad and Bumo channel. Yes, tactics was very, very important. I think some personnel wanted the win more than others.
Yeah.
No matter on pressure, under pressure. Now remember they had lost their last 2 games. So if they lost today, it would have been 3.
Yeah.
And the next, you know what the press is like in England, they would have slaughtered Pep. I'll probably say it's finished. It's finished. It's washed.
Yeah. If Amorim was changing tactics the way he changes jacket, it should have been a good day for Man United. Before the game started, it was wearing his usual jacket, and then he checked the weather report. It was going to rain. He changed his jacket. If he had done the same thing, knowing that City are going to rain goals, maybe we would have had a different scoreline, But that's a lesson for another day. Let's talk about.
Sorry, guys. I just saw this thing. I just saw Fabrizio. He said, "I will not change my my philosophy." That's Rúben. I will continue with my ideas. If not, you have to change that specific man. Wow. Is that what he said?
No, I think all managers they say Ateta said the same thing. We'll continue playing from the back. He said it so many times, and said high line forever. That's who we are. They have their philosophy, so they just need to. For someone like Amorim, it's about time to get his personnel the same way Ateta has had 6 years now, 6 seasons going to 7 to have his own personnel. So at some point he will bank. I'm sure by December, Jude will be wearing his jersey every week. We will see.
I'll wear it when Sesko scores.
Yes, but
you're not planning to wear it this season at all.
Today was the first time that I really sat down and said maybe Jude has a point in terms of like Man doesn't play to their strikers, because I was looking at Sesko today. He was not involved at all. Like he started today, he was not involved. It was as if United was.
Let me quote DJ Pablo. I'm sure he's also watching somewhere. DJ Pablo said that Amorim's style is horseshoe shape. That he passes from left to right. So it's you. There's nothing in the middle. So DJ Pablo, tell your manager to maybe you should do T. Maybe you should play a T style, not just a U. But
it's a very simple.
And he has to figure out a way to find Sesko. He has to.
Just allow Man U to play on the wings. Block that Mbuemo's wing. That's the most lethal side.
But you know what's so funny? He coached. What's his name?
Allow Dogu. Dogu has space, so you always feel like he has opportunities, but his end result is always useless. So allow him. Once you allow him, Man U will focus on that side. The little side will not be dormant. You will just win Man U easily that way.
But what's so funny that he was the coach when this guy was scoring goals like crazy. What's his name? Our striker Glock. So he understands what having a striker is. So I don't know why he's playing without trying to evolve Sesko.
Your striker is a different shape of striker. That's the problem. Your striker can walk with the ball. See when Zexi entered. Zexi could walk with the ball. You understand? Sesko doesn't walk that much with the ball. It's either like tap, shoot, or pass and open up for somebody. That's the kind of way I see him. But forcing him now to come back and walk for ball and go, Sesko won't do that for you. He doesn't even have that pace enough.
He has to learn that, because even Haaland is doing that now. Haaland is doing. I saw a lot of that.
He can't force somebody.
Remember there was a face. Haaland blocked ball like 5 times or so straight. Yeah. There was a face. He was
he can do it, but you can't force somebody who is just he's an upcoming.
He's 21 years old.
He's not that level of Haaland where Haaland was before coming to.
Well, next time stop spending 90 million on potential. And that's the moral of the story.
That's what I don't even understand why they went to sign him. And that's why I said,
I didn't get it too, because
it's not my best sign. Like the signings are not.
Jude, don't worry. One day we're going to have a therapy session for United, and then we'll bring in experts so that they can help you calm down and deal with all this trauma that you've been experiencing in the last 3 years.
Bruno seems to be playing like he either is not happy with that position, or he just wants to leave. Like
Bruno always complain. Even when he was in the 10, he was always complaining. He's always complaining.
Even when he was in the
drama, you don't see him take shots again. You don't see him he just pass to the side and just forget about anything. The defensive error in that first goal was him. Like Foden just walked past him.
This one we are spending.
And he was trying to come
It's
back
okay,
and
Jude.
go.
We are spending 30 minutes on the team that is bottom of the table. Like we shouldn't be spending this much time on them. You know? Yeah, they're down there. They are down there somewhere. I don't know. I don't want to scroll my phone, so I just know they're down there somewhere. Please,
just like to open Premier League table and just see.
Which one?
Like to scroll
what's
down.
your last 4 games? 0-1, 0-0. No, is that you've not won? There's only one game you've won. Everything lost. Did you draw?
No, they drew now. Fulham.
Okay. So you guys at Nottingham Forest have the same kind of run off.
We are back to where we are now, 14th.
Okay, fantastic.